me tell you about my story when I almost passed. I was locked up in the dungeon, couldn't see the light. Neighbors gave me calls to check up if I'm alive or cause I heard the story. I saw Moses in the flesh when the car rolled over twice. Yeah, I was sitting in the back, I only heard people screaming. Yeah, I be thinking about the past shit, it's stuck in my mind. I be thinking about the past shit. Yeah, I be thinking about the past shit, it's stuck in my mind. I be thinking about the past shit.
Redemption, redemption. Bring a lot of seed in this music, tryna make it. You can tell me shit, I do what I want, ain't no questions. Told me I need patience. Gotta work hard, boy, I'm speaking from the heart. You don't know what it's like being alone in the dark, searching for the light. The sun never shine on me. Caught up thinking about the past, I swear this shit is stuck with me. I had dreams to make these bitches scream every time when I'm killing beats. That's back when I was 16, many bitches paving my own way like I'm Moses. Remember what you said to me. You thought I wouldn't make it big.
Yeah, I been thinking about the past shit, it's stuck in my mind. I been thinking about the past shit. Yeah, I been thinking about the past shit, it's stuck in my mind. I been thinking about the past shit. Yeah, I been thinking about the past shit, it's stuck in my mind. I been thinking about the past shit. Yeah, I been thinking about the past shit, it's stuck in my mind. I been thinking about the past shit.
I been thinking about it, and it's killing me inside. What's the price I gotta pay to be alright? Share my blood, sweat and tears, set to sacrifice. Invest my time, wish me well till I get it right, yeah. Got it for the top. The vision is to run the block with all of my woes. Pray I never flop. They all want me gone right now. They all want me gone right now. Remember what you said to me. You thought I wouldn't make it big. They all want me gone right now. They all want me gone right now.
Yeah, I been thinking about the past shit, it's stuck in my mind. I been thinking about the past shit. Yeah, I been thinking about the past shit, it's stuck in my mind. I been thinking about the past shit. Yeah, I been thinking about the past shit, it's stuck in my mind. I been thinking about the past shit. Yeah, I been thinking about the past shit, it's stuck in my mind. I been thinking about the past shit.
I'm Slim Makoya now, you're listening to Ishe Radio. That's it.
Ziyabe. Danko.
Depression and suicide are serious issues that affect many people. If you're feeling alone or hopeless, know that you are not alone. There are people who care about you and want to help. If you're struggling with depression or suicidal thoughts, there are resources available to help you. The South African Depression and Anxiety Group offers a 24-hour toll-free emergency helpline for suicide crisis support. Call them on 0800 567 567. Remember, you're not alone. There is hope and help is available.
Sure, ladies and gentlemen, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Bafetu. Welcome yet to another and new episode of the Broskies of Sotra. It's yet another Thursday, Bafetu, the 4th of January. Singenile nyagene musha, Bafetu. We are inside, Bafetu.
Siphakathi siini, siphakathi siini. Ayikho enye into sesojabulela lokho yabo. Khona abangalibonanga namhlanje yabo, khona abasele ku 2023 yabo. So mina I'm happy ukuthi at least mina nefamily yami simnandi sifresh sinje njengoba nawo ubona ukuthi hayi ngibuyile. New Andy, new me. Hello there.
Hello there, Peter. I mean, I would say okunye like okuningi man, sikushiye emuva.
Yeah.
You know, like a lot of things that has happened empilweni yakho, ukushiye emuva, you just move on and then start new things. You know, start doing new things, man.
No, at least that's the plan, I guess.
Injalo vele,
That's the plan.
Exactly. It's a plan that you are working towards to. Now uyazi ukuthi okay, if the plan gets, you know, you achieve that plan, yonke into yakho ihambela kamnandi, because sometimes most of the things they need ukuthi sisplan. Yabo. But yet, Bafetu, we are back, you know, another year. You know, we are going to be solving the problems that we are going to be facing this year, Lagule country yetu. As you know, it is the Broskies of Sotra, Bafetu. My name is Moeketsi Maimane, and I'm not alone. I'm joined by my brother, Put Lyric Banele, no, Andy Maanzo. Andy Maanzo. I have the Broskies here in the building, Bafetu. Please tune in. If you just joined the conversation, guys, please do not forget to go to Facebook, like the page, go to YouTube, and subscribe to our channel, guys. Do not forget that we are also on TikTok, guys. TikTok, we are rolling. We are rolling in this platform.
TikTok, hello.
Are you planning on fixing load shedding? Load shedding.
Am I planning? Or
No. I mean, the show is about fixing the country, right?
Yeah.
From what the load shedding is a part of the.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. We have solutions, man. Many solutions. Ukuthi bafethu always cimana magiza.
Yeah. But you know what rhymes with solution? Resolution.
Ooh.
But you know when into wena Moeketsi engeke size sikwazi ukuthi sishiye emuva as much as asho ukuthi siplengile singakushiya konke mara ukufix country
Ngeke sikushiye.
Sisazoyifix country na this year sisafixa country
Na kanjani bafethu? Resolutions bafethu.
As mina manje ngangilungisela ini ne ufebe.
Yo. Yeah.
Honestly, like if you can fix that for me, I think the country, the world will be a better place, man. You know, yeah. Miludle khaya, ungadli.
ngaphandle
Mara nathi kumele sibuzaneni ukuthi sike safeba.
Kahle.
Uyabo, because ufuna ukulungisa ubufebe mara buyisifebe. Mara
walungiswa nawe wakuthola ukulungisa.
That's the only way. I need to. You can't fix what's not broken. So if we're fair, we can fix you, or hopefully the show can fix you. But if you're not, then why am just a Kenny? Because you're not.
Yeah. But I believe ukuthi okay sharp as much as we make it asho ukuthi kwamele ukuthi sibuzanini ukuthi uyafeba ngowafeba wayekelani singaqala lapho ukuyilungisa yabo let's say ngifebile ne I decide ukuthi okay so yangibuza ukuthi okay sharp ngowafeba indi yange ngafeba ngayekelani
mhlawumbe uyeke ngoba it's a new year yabo wasitshela ukuthi you know what I'm gonna resolve this thing because of unyaka omusha kusho ukuthi mhlawumbe even nange 31st bobambile doesn't this year
yenza kokugcina like
so
ngifeba kokugcina
maybe ungayeka because of unyaka omusha.
Resolution, Bafetu. It's one of the topics that we are going to be having, guys. Is it necessary to have New Year resolutions? Before we go to the break, guys, that is the topic that we'll be discussing after the break, guys. Don't forget to leave me your voice note and your comment 0615247758 or go to Facebook if you want to comment on this topic. Facebook and you like our page and you also go to YouTube. You can also comment lapha go YouTube, and do not forget to subscribe, Bafetu. When we started the show, guys, I played 2 of our beautiful songs. It was Caesar the Beast featuring Yastinez ZA, but Redemption, the act of redeeming yourself. Yeah. It's a nice song.
I think we want to set the playlist.
Yes. Exactly. And then ngakudlalela Element Brothers ahamba nomjobi 97 featuring Thick Mommy DMC bathi bekezela. Masingakafika isikhathi sakho bekezela. Be patient with yourself, guys. Okay, right now, Bafetu, let me go on an ad break. And then after the ad break, I'm going to play you 12 Mza ahamba no Ginger, but the jealousy. Let's go.
Depression and suicide are serious issues that affect many people. If you're feeling alone or hopeless, know that you are not alone. There are people who care about you and want to help. If you're struggling with depression or suicidal thoughts, there are resources available to help you. The South African Depression and Anxiety Group offers a 24-hour toll-free emergency helpline for suicide crisis support. Call them on 0800 567 567. Remember, you're not alone. There is hope and help is available. Depression and suicide are serious issues that affect many people. If you're feeling alone or hopeless, know that you are not alone. There are people who care about you and want to help. If you're struggling with depression or suicidal thoughts, there are resources available to help you. The South African Depression and Anxiety Group offers a 24-hour toll-free emergency helpline for suicide crisis support. Call them on 0800 567 567. Remember, you're not alone. There is hope and help is available.
Yes, Bafethu, this is your boy Andy Maimane. Catch me every Thursday 2 p.m. Khona with the Broskies of Sotra, brought to you by Ishe Radio. We are fixing the country. Ungatha sikutjelanga atsiye kadaso.
Ungathasiktshelanga hamba no Andy Maanzo each and every Thursday la with the Broskies of Sotra, ladies and gentlemen. Is the 4th of January 2024. Singenile bafethu.
Siphakathi inside.
Well, you know usually bathi kune like sort of like a rhyming word, ne? About 2020 what 2022, 2020 plenty or whatnot. That's what's in for 2024. But 2020 more.
You. Wait, for 2024.
Yeah.
2020 more.
Yeah.
More what?
Probably.
More everything.
We're just cursing ourselves.
No, you don't.
Aye, man. More problems, man. You are inviting problems into our lives. Don't do that.
But
man.
you can't say you are kissing yourself because I need to show more problems. You'll just say 2020 more.
Yeah,
more what?
I need to mind you are looking at the history of your country. Yeah. Throughout this history, we had about COVID, we have load shedding. Obviously, more. That means more problems are coming.
No. Aye.
More hoes are coming.
But just is 2020 more. Then you are kissing yourself. Now come on.
No, but it's not like no muntu that crosses over to the new year, ne?
Yeah.
Abuya ati yazin. This year man everyone is always hopeful, doesn't?
Yeah.
This year, hopefully 2024 I can acquire more. Yeah, so it's not like umuntu pay ngaleyo ndlela ukuthi yabona no so sure.
This is your kanamo.
I mean no bushiri came ukuthi remember the video yakhe ukuthi 2020 so shuba guys, blessings after blessings, our country
yeah, so
then COVID hit. It's not a blessing.
It's not. Leonard was not. Clearly this guy is lying.
So guys, more
but not with me.
More problems or more resolutions, guys. Please do not forget to go on our Facebook page and like the page. Go to YouTube and subscribe to the page. Do not forget that go TikTok sikona nakona bafethu. And guys, if you want us to play your music on the station, Maanzo angithathele bona ngale out yami ukuthi kumele bayenze njani.
No, that one Mpinchaka is simple. Mpinchaka baye ku www.shareonline.co.za. information ikhona laphayana, so bangasenda ingoma zabo laphayana bazothola neform basayini form, then ziyakhala umakhathi ziyaganama thina on the station. We do what we promise, even now in 2024 pijama sisayenza kanjalo.
Exactly, promises kept bafethu. And another thing, we have a platform open for all of the people who want to advertise what they are doing, whether you are an artist, you are an entrepreneur, or you are a brand owner, guys. You just only pay 100 rand, guys, 4 or 5 listings. That means you're going to advertise whatever that you're doing for at the 5 shows that we have here. Go share online, guys, and it's only 100 rand. And the email that you have to send to it, ads@shareonline.co.za, ads@shareonline.co.za. 07828100681 is the number to call. 07828100681 is the number to call. But to straight to our topic, is it necessary to have New Year resolutions?
Yeah, you should. You should.
Ending out your doubt.
Yeah, mina ngiyadoubt because of now as why ngayithu ngathi young, ngathi no because of as why ungaba nawo ne
Yeah.
but amana phela even no January angakapheli already wena ukhohliwe. No, I'm telling you the truth already because you will be uzobona lento yokuthi I know this year as in into ekanje nakanje ngifuna ukuyeka ono sase njengoba kuyifo namhlanje already last week bekuyi 31 yabo sonke besinalento yokuthi yabona man this year ufebe ngiyabiyeka njengoba besikhuluma before siya ku 8 break yabo vele ngithi lento saseyintsha manje ukuthi ayazi but kuyothi kushaya 25 zani no this month January sengikhohliwe ukuthi ngithi ufebe ngiyabiyeka aqhamuka ukuthi ale ngoba ala phansi so for mina angiyisebenzisi mina ayingisebenzeli king ayingisebenzeli
like when umuntu othatha inkinga za last year uzanazo
angizi nazo
wenzani
angizi nazo you know
but you a carrier.
Nah, mamela.
Wena ukho ku 20 more.
No mina ngi 20 more but then angifuni ukuthi like expect more. Yabo.
Wena ufuna?
Mamela, ngifuna ukushiya iroom for disappointment because I know ukuthi kungayenzakala noma yini. Yabo that's why ngithi ayingisebenzile.
January ongaka you still want room for disappointments ndoda. Ama disappointment wabona le ku November. Right now woza nga something ukuthi okay yabona this year mfethu. Ngifuna ngiyabiyeka.
Mina I've got a question.
Ngize nayo. Ele sharp ngiyabiyekela le. Into ngifuna ukuyisho le. Okay sharp. Ngisho ukuthi ngiyabiyeka ne. But la ngisaseyintsha khumbula namanje obvious nami manje ngizijilile ukuthi hawo yabona man this year man kumele ngibe senginesikoro nyana yabo or kumele ngibe sengizibona nami ngibhika uendi ngibhika uyabo
Ushadile.
Yadala
Kumele we.
yabo like so masekuzo maybe sekazophela uJanuary zonke lento lena senginezinye izinto manje senginamanye ama new resolution engena ngawo ku February
Beba ne question for wena. What was the question for end?
Ngifuna ukuzwa ukuthi do you na resolution grand doesn't matter ukuthi uzoyachieve but do you have one?
I do. Yes I do.
No ngizokurespect
So yobona lapho emakhaya so that you can not get confused. There's a meaning for a new year resolution. You know because abanye abantu they are thinking ama resolution wama camera. We're not talking about that. We are talking about fixing your life. So I meaning ye new year resolution but it's a promise that you make to yourself to start doing something good or stop doing something bad on the first day of the year. Shukuti maithi 1 January, Happy New Year, ichayile. There's that one promise you tell yourself. Noma unxilile unjalo. You tell yourself, it's the last day.
But usazobuyela then promise yakho ishiyaphi lapho mina I'm against that because manje wena you did promise yourself ngi1 or ngi31 ebusuku yabo but mfethu masekushaba uMarch ipromise yakho ishiye because so uyenzile lento buthe uzoyiyekela.
But there's a floppy van. Maybe let me take a step back. You know that fresh start effect where you start something fresh. We can even break it down into encane. Kushukuthi ungasho ukuthi yazini fanakh ngikhathele ne but yabona kusasa ngizovuka ngejimini. It's still the fresh start effect. Yabona. Now the fresh start effect we can even say we can break it down ngeviki. But no, let me just leave this week. Ngibheme ngifebe this week. Next week. Or ngifebe mase ngishadile ngizobiyeka. Or next month. Or in this case next year. So this thing of starting afresh, I think in the corner, and I think it's a good thing, man. You know, we should okay, you know what, this is where I am and this is where I want to be. So are we saying Uguti or are you saying Uguti to start afresh is it a problem?
It's a problem.
So Manja, what's the issue with me coming up in a New Year's resolution? I'm just starting afresh. I'm just taking a point to say, you know what, get 31st, fine. Bengenza 1, 2, and 3. Oh, I did not do 1, 2, and 3. But coming first, I will start doing, or I will start doing less of something else. That's my question, Uguti. is it a problem to start afresh?
No, akusi problem. A problem yami ukuthi wena uzitshelile ukuthi now I will start afresh, but then uphinde futhi uyenze lento le promise yakho uyishiya kuphi, because now wena uthi uyayeka usayekanga manje so ubuyele, or uthe uyeka because of uyeke manje uyeke no, or uyeke for the whole of 2024.
It comes with discipline, because sometimes I have New Year resolutions. You know, it's all about the character that you're trying to build for yourself.
Exactly.
Yabo ukuthi since ngizitshela ukuthi I'm going to do this, let me give myself this time frame yokuthi if because abanye abantu they strain themselves, yabo, because there are ways of changing our habits. You know, if you want to stop drinking, then you have to substitute it with something else. You know, if you say you want to stop drinking and then uyahlala ubhekana namabonda, obvious uzobuyela. Yabo, at least start doing something elukuthi it will keep you distracted from that thing.
So manje if go fair again,
yeah.
Uhlala ushaya.
Yeah.
So what's the one thing ongayenza to distract yourself from doing it?
Ukuhlala nabogogo. I think ukuhlala nabogogo kuzokudistract, you know ukuthi abogogo, there are things that they talk and bayanikana nama advice, man. I mean, good advices you would never think about, ukushaya ugogo or something, I mean, like you would feel ukuthi le space lesa sik allow ukuthi man ngaletha abogeli la ngikhuluma nabogogo.
Naye umuntu mos.
Uzibonile.
Yeah, umuntu.
But mawuhlala naye, now you're going to feel like a different person.
But it's as though there are two ages or stages. Ukuthi momncane, it's like I'm fit umncane lo muntu lo, right? And then once someone has matured in age, uthi I'm fit umdala mos lo muntu. So it's as if there's a sweet spot. Yabo. And ukhuluma nge-sweet spot manje, my question would then be, is there a right time or that right time syndrome? Ukuthi okay, I wanna manje, this is the right time for me to change my life or to do or not do something. Because it looks like the reason most people they look forward to New Year's resolution, for them it's the right time. Because in Kalunyaka, Kabosha, so this is the right time to do
stop,
it. Either to stop drinking, smoking, or stop procrastinating. I mean, some people even set some resolutions to stop doing a resolution. You've heard that before. Yeah, I mean, I've created a resolution not to come up with my resolutions. Yeah.
So what do you do then after that?
Mina, I don't know what they do, but Mina, my take on this is that somehow people are afraid to fail. Yeah. Because they know very well, as much as I say no, so you go so maybe they will not even set the resolution. Yeah. Now it comes back to this thing you're good saying. Do you then openly tell about the resolution yako? Because remember, they're gonna keep you accountable.
I think and I prefer not to tell anyone with him in I'm fitting it in. It's not like in my mind. That's why I kumbulu ukuthi ngikhuluma ngama disappointment. Angifuni ukuthi ngizidisappoint mina disappoint nomunye umuntu yiyona leyo nto leyo yabo. But then kwamele ukuthi ngithi okay, from this first 6 months ngifuna ukubona change.
But manje in terms of your accountability, manje mawusaba ukutshela abantu ne ukuthi mina ngizoyenza 1 2 and 3. Don't you think it's better to have someone to remind you?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Because another thing is somehow we are not lenient on ourselves. It doesn't mean just because I set a resolution and I break it, or I do not fulfill it for 1 or 2 days, manja but so fairly. It's like because it's also a pause, but
sometimes our resolution they come when like the environment oguyo. Yeah, but because Nami I decided to say I have to stop drinking. Obviously I can't be nabantu abaphuzayo every time. So there's a group eluguti I had to leave. Yeah, because I'm a temptation mapa. I mean like okay, I said this my New Year resolution, I'm stop drinking. So I have to stop chilling with people who are drinking alcohol.
So in other words, you took it further to say sharp night resolution yam. But what are some of the things that could impact the resolution yam?
Yes.
Okay, I need to quit chilling nabantu ba puza 24/7.
And again, you know, Guti, there's always temptation. So it's all about hlala nabo and then see Guti, that time that you took off, has it paid off now?
Yeah.
And then now you see Guti, ama results are corner, you see some change, and then everything becomes good. So for me, na New Year resolutions, they always work. So after the break,
but they have to be accompanied.
Yes, they have to be accompanied with something. So yes, guys, after the break, we are going to continue discussing this topic, Yama resolution. Do you have New Year resolutions, or in the first of this year, did you make a promise to you are going to stop doing something? Please join me on the conversation. Go Facebook and leave your comment, and do not forget to like their page. And if you want to leave your comment, it's 0615247758. Guys, do not forget to go to YouTube and subscribe to our page, and do not forget that we also have TikTok, guys. So right now, let me leave you with an ad break, and then after an ad break, I'm going to play you Kamu K925 Ahamba No Real K featuring Nili Jaden Bati Ugu Pumelela. Let's go.
Depression and suicide are serious issues that affect many people. If you're feeling alone or hopeless, know that you are not alone. There are people who care about you and want to help. If you're struggling with depression or suicidal thoughts, there are resources available to help you. The South African Depression and Anxiety Group offers a 24-hour toll-free emergency helpline for suicide crisis support. Call them on 0800 567 567. Remember, you're not alone. There is hope, and help is available.
That was Ukamu K925 going with Real K featuring Nelly Jaden. But uyazi kunzima kanjani ukuphumelela on the 2024 bafethu. Do you think kuzoba nzima ukuphumelela this year?
I mean, nothing comes easy. But now, for abantu abazimisele man, ekugcineni bayasho ukuthi although it wasn't easy, but they don't really stay that much kuma tribulations nama trials. That's why nalabantu abaphumelele, it's as though they make it look easy. Kodwa bakutshela ukuthi kunzima. Yeah, but look, everything has a price to pay. Everything has a price.
Yeah, everything has a price, Bafetu. Talking about our resolutions, guys. If you just joined the conversation, please go to our YouTube page and like the page. And if you would like to comment, leave your comment for this topic. And the topic for today is it necessary to have New Year resolutions? And also jump in onto our YouTube and subscribe to the channel, and do not forget that we also have TikTok. Go and follow us there on TikTok so that we would see everything is going to be nice, guys. So in terms of talking with resolutions, guys, one of the resolution that I know, but be more organized. I mean, someone can set themselves to go to, okay, this year I promise myself to be more organized, because last year being everywhere. You know, my thoughts were everywhere. It was everywhere. My decision making, friends, women, I was everywhere. So the challenge now is to be more organized.
I mean, bohamba nabahambayo. So now you need to be organized.
You become organized. That is one of the New Year resolution that is there. So what do you think, Uguti? What is the positive about that and what is the negative about that?
I'm always for positive change. But at the same time, I don't want a person or myself to set unrealistic resolutions. So the way I would look at this is I'm going to train myself to be more organized. And then remember, with the training, it doesn't mean you get it right. But it does give you that opportunity to try it, and then at the same time you measure yourself. So it's not a case of I said I was going to be more organized this year, and then boom, just like that, and be organized. But I'm going to train myself. So how would you train yourself? Either you've got people that you are accountable to. So I know this year are more organized, so that now they hold you accountable. And then you try and find some self-help books or something, to keep you on track, you know. So once if you don't write it down and it's out of sight, it's definitely going to be out of your mind. So I would say sometimes the way we phrase is into, and we are not lenient on ourselves, does cause us to default. So train. I'm going to train myself to be more organized. So that other year, it's like, you know what, I can do this thing now.
And that's a new into when Moeketsi is like njengoba usho ukuthi last year mhlambe umuntu bekale nini like man, I was asked if ungakuhlala phansi and have a conversation with yourself ukuthi okay mina like ngifunani yabo, so that Moeketsi makangafika athi asambe sedobsenville ngithi no mina ngiyeBramfish athi hayi man edobsenville awuthi mina ngiyeBramfish. So in that way I think inakhona like ingakusiza uma ngaba ne conversation nawe enhle kuhlale phansi usitshele ukuthi no azini this year man ngifuna ukuthi mina ngihambe in this direction, ngingathi cause enye into eyenza ukuthi kube nzima njengale ngoma nje ngoba nibuza ukuthi like mawubhekile like kuzoba ngaba nzima because of now wena uyenza ukuthi kube nzima because of now awazi ukuthi wena ufuna ukuya kuphi, awuyazi direction oyibhekile, awazi ukuthi wena kahle ufunani. So if wena waqala ngokuthi uzazi ukuthi ufunani, that's when I think kungaba at least lula so wena mawuthi uyaziweya kuyasinda because of now ufuna ukuzama konke yabo kunalento yokuthi bathi athi umuntu angeke ngazi ukuthi like yamileli kuphi yabo sometimes iyona into esenza ukuthi silahleke leyo you understand because of now uzofuna ukuya le mabathi ayasijikile ngapha sozama ngapha ufuna ukuya ngapha how about wena into oyifunayo wena self ukuthi azini athi ngingizama ukuthi mhlambe for this first 3 months or 2 months ngingihlale la ngibe organized la maybe izinto zingaphopa
I understand kunento kuthiwa i-habit
yeah
I understand like in fact most of us will fall prey to yona lento leyo ukuthi son because we are creatures of habit ululu ukuthi sibuyele so ngiya understand I don't blame abantu makuthiwa babuyele or they go back to being unorganized yabo kuthiwa now uqeda ukhola you spend imali yakho and then only khona ukuthi it's like spend creatures of habit.
I mean, you know, I think when it comes to New Year resolutions, omunye umuntu angayibona ukuthi it is always about fixing the bad. No, it's fixing the bad about me.
Resolving,
resolving the bad about me. And the mabati the bad, they're going to talk about my habits wabo. Ukuthi, you know, I was spending recklessly. But umuntu when it comes to resolution, ngeke athi yazi inkosi, ngicela ungisize ukuthi ngadlela abantu umona.
Yeah,
you know, because ngicela ungisize ukuthi ngingabamba ibhanji mangiphume namajita. Yabo. So like I think it has to go deep ukuthi that is what resolutions are for. You know, now uyazibheka ukuthi okay, last year bengihlezi ngiphume namajita every time I didn't contribute anything into mama eyes. This year nkosi yami ngicela ukuthi nami ngithuma umuntu ama eyes.
But I think amajita tuna but they do it for the wrong reasons. So sharp uzene biscuit or uzene utshwalo be expensive. Nami ngifuna ukugcwalisela. I'm not doing it because of irresolution ukuthi cash nami ngifuna ukuthenga nami ngifuna ukuthi ngiplant emajiteni but ngifuna ukuyenza just so that ngingigcwalisele ukuthi I know sengifikile ngikhona.
I mean it also boosts na i-character yakhe because at the end of the day abanye abantu their resolution is to say you know what ngifuna ukugcwalisela abanye abantu you know ukuthi bangangithatheli phansi yabo because hence yabe ngifuna ukuthi not all resolutions are you know towards you know they have good intentions
of good faith. Okay, sure
you know because omunye umuntu angathi ayinkosi yami lesasikhundla nkosi yami ngicela ungiphezo abamsuse gene mina ngibabonisa ukuthi mina ngidume ngani ngicela nje yani that should be my resolution for this year ukuthi basuse lo yaba ngigaya isikhundla for the rest of the year.
I mean just like any other business in our forecast and our projections right so for le business le ama penis enlargements or lezi zinye izinto ama lost lovers kusho ukuthi amagama they are saying ukuthi I want more people ukuthi beze bazoyenza ama abortions and what and all of that stuff so even with funeral parlors it's like you know what guys we need to grow. But aside I get it, people die outside. I mean, people die, it's outside their control. But what they're saying is that the more deaths, the better there is. You know, so I get it. Not all resolutions are of good faith, but in way it's like circumstantial. But yeah, it is what it is.
You know, any into like when I'm kids, kumele uthi sibheke ukuthi okay, sometimes vele kumele uthi ukusho ukuthi ayazini. Mhlambe mina last year bengaboni yabo so this year ngicela ungenze ukuthi ngibone yabo so mhlambe mina ngilandelela izinto ezirong but then bengayiboni yonke leyo nto leyo yabo so ngiyenze ngibone mhlambe bengihalela umakhelwane ngiyenze ukuthi ezinye izinto like ungivula amehlo angiceli just unginingi just ngicela just i-guidance yakho okuningi uwe wena sozongiblessa ngakho mangabe wena ufisa ukungiblessa uthi azini ngicela ukublessa ngakho
uNkulunkulu uhlala guide sibani
mina yiyo into engisho ukuthi angiboni
no phela sometimes bayakubonisa for example nali benches ne ngalihle sibale benches you know ukuthi akumelanga ulihle right but sithola la so yahle
bese utawubona
bese
uyabona
no uyabona ukuthi nasi isigodi
mara if wena empilweni yakho angeke uze udelete mhlawumbe abanye abantu or mhlawumbe ezinye izinto vele ekugcineni wena ngeke uzube nama resolutions because manje uzohlala wenza into A1 repeat the same thing. It's like phone kwayibona ifone mawuthi usenda something ithi igcwele kumele udelete. If when you can try ukuthi yazini this year ngifuna ukudelete 1 2 3 so that I can start my new year resolution afresh. I think in that way you will see a way forward.
keep umthwalo
and
Exactly. Yeah, vele kona kuzoba nama test.
Yeah, I mean if ufuna ukulose weight ne gini or whoever you stay with sibabuya namabheka clean. It's like, but guys ngalesikhathi ngisahla yonke none of you brought but no sekunama ice cream
lose weight this man uzothola phambi
and I just also ngifuna ukucebisa nabantu ukuthi funny enough this is what happens when you want to change something. Izokutesta guys. Even if I'm a movie, you've seen ukuthi someone goes on a personal legend, more especially my adventure movies. Kunento ezomtesta ukuthi yazini you've got an option of going back. Nasebhayibhelini thiwa nawo ama-Israelites bawakhiphile lapha e-Egypt. But thina bekungcono sibuyele. It was better there kunokuthi siqhubeke seku-promised land. So with anything in life, just like who JP Scotty says, bro, like everything comes at a price.
Comes at a price.
The question is, are you prepared to pay that price?
Exactly.
Yeah, but even though noma bangakutesta kangakanani, but then if wena uzijelile wena wakhuluma nenhliziyo yakho ukuthi hayi noma kungayenzakalani angibuyeli da.
Okay, mina let me switch things up. What's the one thing? And like usithembiseni last year wena.
Mina.
Yeah. And then whether you failed or partially succeeded or it's still a process because sometimes in a set a resolution I have to accomplish it in that year. What did you set for 2023 last year?
Well, last year I told myself Guti, each and every month I'm gonna write down the things that I did so that I can compare Uguti, where did I actually grow.
Sure.
Yeah, boy. Like each and every month I wanted to go on a different place so that ngiz born on a different place ukuthi ngumuntu onjani. But that didn't succeed.
Question again, is it because of you somehow underestimated the process of writing and you thought ukuthi I can formulate yonke lento in my brain, compute it and then come up with like a way forward to say, okay, sharp, this is where I went wrong, this is where I need to improve, etc. So it's basically you underestimated the process.
I did, and another thing, another factor, it was that Uguti, if maybe I'm getting an advice from someone to say, you're supposed to do this. The problem is I have this thing, Uguti, there's something futhi ezovela to say there's a different way to do this. And then I get tempted to say, you know what? Let me try this way. And then only to find out Uguti, I'm getting myself into this cycle Uguti. I will find more other ways. So each and every time I get more ways. Mang mamela wena uendu yezo yangitshela. Mang mamelo endi omunye. So I no longer, travel that path. Yeah, bo. So like that's another benefiting factor that I had.
Anzo?
No, mina the only thing mina ngizitshele yona ukuthi mina ngifuna ukuba umuntu ongcono and ngiyenze kangcono than last year. I feel like I've dreams engawazange.
What areas?
Yeah, ngithi ngiyada.
I mean if uzotanga ngifuna ukuba umuntu ongcono.
Ngithi ngiyada. Kuyo yokito man, like ngifuna ukwenza kangcono. I feel like last year I like angizange ngenze enough because ngiyengafila man. Hayi man.
Kanjani we're talking about the hustle ukuthi mhlawumbe wakokoti enough.
The hustle yami, on my hustle I'm talking about on my hustle ukuthi man I feel like angizange ngiphakamisa amasokisi angizange. Sometimes bengaye endaweni sometimes ngiza ngama excuse. So this year I told myself ukuthi azini ngifuna ukwenza sure ukuthi mangabe ngithe ngifuna ukuya kule ndawo leya ebengithe ngifuna ukuhasela kuyo ngiyakuyo straight.
Okay, bafethu, since the topic is ashisa, quickly go on an ad break, and after an ad break sigibela kuyo right away.
Depression and suicide are serious issues that affect many people. If you're feeling alone or hopeless, know that you are not alone. There are people who care about you and want to help. If you're struggling with depression or suicidal thoughts, there are resources available to help you. The South African Depression and Anxiety Group offers a 24-hour toll-free emergency helpline for suicide crisis support. Call them on 0800 567 567. Remember, you're not alone. There is hope and help is available.
Oh yeah, help is always available, guys. And do not forget, if you just joined us, go to our Facebook page and like the page and leave your comment with our topic that we're having today, guys. And please go to our YouTube and subscribe to the channel, and go to TikTok and just give us a follow, guys. So before the break, Anzo begasa shuguti man, ufuna ukuba umuntu ongcono kodwa uhlulekile. So Anzo usitshele kabanzi mfethu ukuthi in what way besama I mean, you know,
it sounds like it's more of a personal thing rather than a career thing. When you're into a career, go to Kazin, Funupamisa Masogis. But more to Funubam don't know.
Ufuna ukuba umuntu ongcono kimi. Mina like azwa ngithi ngifuna ukuba umuntu okay ithi ngibe ngale ndlela le. Ukukhumbula like masiqala show ane ngiye ngathi mina like azange ngisebenzele into yama New Year's resolution and what not yabo because of now ngiye ngaba nawo ngathi no mina ngifuna ukuyeka ukwenza 1 2 3 but akuphelanga kwasani ngabuyela. So now ngifuna ukuyeka ukuzikhohlisa ngibe umuntu ongcono kimi.
Ngcono ngingayiqali.
This time around ngiyayiqala because of now ngiyazi ukuthi ngizoyenza.
I mean, you know, I think my resolution, they can go in a very broad way, you know, because I just answered you based on what you asked me. So in terms of Nami, you know, because Nami, I wanted to become a better person when it comes to my relationship, you know, because I don't think Uguti, it was a good thing to date 3 people in a year. For me, it doesn't feel okay. Yeah, but so like I was like, okay, let me stop and just do a self-introspection, Uguti. Am I the one who's wrong from going in and out in a relationship, or abantu ngjola nabo?
Mina ukuthi indaba wena Moeketsi ngifuna ukuye ukuzicambela amanga. Yeah, into engizijele yona leyo ngifuna ukuye ukuzicambela amanga. Yeah, ukuthi ngithi into ngizoyiyeka bese nina ngisayiki yabo. Sometimes it's not all about ukuthi mhlambe ngibe ne peer pressure somewhere or yini, just like ngihlulekile ngibe namanga ngathi ngizoyiyeka and then ngizange ngiyeke. Yabo. So obviously this year ngizijelile ukuthi ayazini.
Yeah, no, speaking of that, mokhuma nge-peer pressure, some resolutions are born from your pressure. Yabo ukuthi sithe sonke or mina ngisho ukuthi no guys, we need to start eating kahle. Now uvume. But then because I phuma kuwe manje so pressure nokuthi la utinglisi sana
Ngithenya
sesikinyama so sesiyayeka no mina na sharp ngiyaqhubha ngidla salad and it's not you at that point in time. And so I understand ukuthi some resolutions are born from a peer pressure.
You guys, you know me now when you kuluma ngesalad, I remember nami I was on my journey a diet, ne? So we were in Bram, and then me na nomngani wami, like even if you can hate me, my brother, I still resent you for that what you did that day. We are going to a McDonald's. Yeah, but so must figure McDonald's, you know, or the Big Mac. So because I order yami took time to come. You know, ngada ngababuza ukuthi salad yami kuphi yabona, they took time and then ngaza nayo umjita zanga ngihlahlela amehlo kanje angibuza ukuthi enhle kwenzani, like he even took a video yomi ukuthi ntwana yabona into yenzayo asibone ukuthi uzophelela kuphi. I mean, you know, sometimes abanye abantu, if they don't support you, it is going to be hard.
Yeah.
You know, mabanga support ukuthi nentwana, I'm seeing you going on a, you know, on a journey. Good luck intwana. Thina ayisazosibhabazela lezi zinto zethu. Yabo, like ngeke ngenza into yami. But khona abanye abantu, they would think ukuthi they know you to that point ukuthi
ngani manje
asibona uzophelela laphi nesalad
shilo
yabo. And then it comes to the question ukuthi, is it ama resolution, do we only do it personally, or do we say, if I'm in a relationship, uhlala nomuntu wakho and say, you know, babe, we need to do things different this year?
Hey, that's a good question, because you've got your own personal ones, ne? And whether or not you are in a romantic relationship, a friendship, or any other kind of a relationship, I think whether it's called group goals or whatnot, it's still a resolution. So,
yes.
yeah, I think it's a good question. I mean, nami into mhlambe ngicabanga ukuthi mina no madam, do we then have relationship resolution? Because you know what, babes, I think last year we fought a lot. So how about we try and put some measures or stops in place to make sure to be, even if we do fight, but mhlamba silwe ngaleyo ndlela leyo. So say for example, physical. It's okay, you know what? Akekho uzophakamisela omunye isandla. So yeah, I've never thought about it, but then it's something to think about. Ukuthi, yeah, I mean, even as friends or even as, you know, colleagues okay, you know what?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, what do you think when would see couples resolutions? Nyakumusha.
Ngeke ngize ngikhulume much because of nama ngizange ngicabange ngale ndlela leyo yabo. Nama I think into kumele ngihlalele phansi ngicabange yabo. So angeke ngize ngicommente kakhulu kuleyo.
Because what I've realized ukuthi I've noticed ukuthi, you know, there are other couples, not most of them, but khona abanye ama couples, they decide ukuthi unyanga mawuphela, you know, I'm going to go home, and then you go home, and then they're going to work on themselves, not knowing ukuthi ngoJanuary mababuya. You know, that working on yourself, it's going to, you know, it's going to affect the next person.
Yeah.
Yokuthi, you know, manje mina ngisemakhaya, and then I'm like, you know what, I'm going to start dieting. Yabo. And then mawufika January sodla amasalad umuntu like girlfriend yakho umuntu wakho like no yini manje yabona lento yakho kuye emakhaya.
But meleni ring angithi ukuthi
yes,
this is one of my goals. So even if ngiyabuya and ngidli salad, don't be surprised. It has to be.
Exactly.
Plus it comes back to that thing of support. Ukuthi somewhere somehow there has to be that level of support, but not too much expectations.
Yes.
But as a couple, let's just say one of us wants to lose weight, and then I'm expected to support that person by eating the same foods as they are. Because if odla McDonald's phambi komuntu, uyamlinga. But at the same time, when ukudla salad for wena, it's not good. So somehow you need to try and find or strike a balance to keep. But babes, beg, mina bengumuntu ongadli the greens at all. But here's what I'm saying. I still have my, you know, nyama, ipapa na yonkinto, but I'm willing to be ne greens. Side not to manje, nami ngidla ama greens only. Yeah.
Makazi the way ngiyibona ngakhona man, like isenya imagine ngathi like man into e grand if niba I teamwork wena ne partner yakho maniyenza mamela aziphepeka mamela azi mina ngibhinga ngayiphi indlela yokuthi okay sharp now siba nama resolution so yi2 and then siyakhuluma yabo. So ku 2024 mhlambe lesi kunezinto mina naye seziyekile yabo. Mhlambe yena angeza ngama solution yabo athi kimi as in since siyeke 1 2 3 how about sizame 1 2 3 and now sesithola ichance ukuthi sikwazi ukuthi sizame ezinye izinto.
So wena ithaze yakho mangathi ngicela senze yoga ngayenza.
Yeah. Yeah,
sirasi
kabuhlunga.
I mean ngeke sikuphikise ngaleyo yabo, because I mean abanye abantu they want things that wena ungazifuni. So you have to adjust to those things. So are you willing to adjust, Maumuntu?
Abang abatiyeka inyama.
Otherwise siyahlukana.
Mara angithi ngeke izifike kuleso stage. Khona ezinye izinto esizozikhuluma siphelele la, khona ezinye izinto sizikhulumayo yabo ukuthi hayazini. Phela manje ukuzungitshela ukuthi kumele mina ngithi asiyeke lokho esikubona ukuthi akusebenzeli.
But as much as
inyama yasebenzela.
As much as we emphasize on communication, imagine right now you are having a strong conversation nomuntu ukuthi kumele senze uyabona kumele simamelane sisupportane mangifuna ukwenza something ngicela ungisupport bese yathi okay baby ngicela sekudla inyama then tsuma
Tshela ukuthi it's different.
Yeah man lokuhlukile. Kunezinto manje esingaziyeka man awuyeke lokho man asikhulume ngenye into.
Yabo it's what people should be heading towards, because as much as you guys have started hearing about this thing iyasiza kakhulu, because abantu have underestimated it ukuthi mina I have to deal with my personal self outside of a relationship, kanti not knowing ukuthi you need to communicate together ukuthi nani le relationship le any buildayo you guys need to have some resolutions.
Yeah, leyo ngiyayivuma guys, because as an individual you find ukuthi when you are happy by yourself and you also are happy in a relationship, but then umuntu who always wants to have you around because abe happy kanjalo it's a problem.
Because they're depending on you for the happiness that they have. So it becomes a problem yokuthi manje wena you need to do happy outside of that person. Yabo. So yabona, when you mentioned le yaga Eskom, there's another thing that I want to highlight. Yoguti, there are people who say, you know what, this year I'm going to start building a business. Ngifuna ukuqala ngithengise, or start a shop ngithengise izinto. Because some resolutions are affectiwa izinto that are outside of you. Like Eskom. So if you want to start a business and then usat you bought whatever that you want to buy at stage 6, you don't have electricity for more than 8 hours or 12 hours in a day. Chicken. The money that you spend is talking, but there's no profit coming.
Wakathengisa kuyaphi yabo, so manje sekumele ukuthi wenze njani uhlale manje.
But angithi njoba sisho ukuthi yonke into comes at a price. So these are some of the challenges that one would face. So for those that have been in business for isikhathi eside, mhlawumbe bazosho at that stage bazothi welcome to business. Because when you thought ukuthi business into it's a straight path to success, but it's not like that. So bazok welcome. But now this also makes me think of something ukuthi as people we are not lenient with ourselves. So ungafela ku something manje and then asuka ngiyayeka lento le, but then this basically shows ukuthi whatever resolution you have, when you are not lenient, it's as if you are expecting yourself to do it, and if you don't do it asiyeke. So I'm saying to abantu, even to myself actually, ukuthi there's a lot of things I wanted to do. Number one, manage my finances much better, and then number two, well, it's part of number one, ukuthi try and live within my means. Although I don't somehow believe it, but ngiyabona no ukuthi I have to live within my means. But what I should actually do, because ngiyabona ukuthi ngifuna uku-increase not my spending lifestyle, but ngiyabona ukuthi man kunemali kumele ngisichanele endaweni, I can rather resolve to increasing my income, so that if my lifestyle is worth X amount, rather let me increase my income rather than having to spend beyond my means. So change. But being lenient, you're not gonna get it right. As mentioned earlier, rather say I'm gonna train myself to be more disciplined. I'm gonna train myself to be more, rather than saying so you have to do it.
And like, what do criminals, what resolutions do criminals have?
Hey man, if I had a criminal mind, I would tell you. But if I can try and step into mindset, mhlambe doing bigger crimes. So mhlambe you've done into ezincane. It's like I want next year ntwana. Shite is khoroti no yeah.
Shy track albani.
Asekela makula sibani.
Asekela nabantu.
uJohn sibuphisile sibikuhlala wanye ngenxa ka John manje.
Yeah, because I'm asking this question because I've realized ukuthi ama resolution they both fall from like your bad people. You know, even the people in higher places, you know, even if you are in this drug thing, you know, you are a criminal, you are always going to look forward for something that is bigger than what you have this year. Yeah, bo. So, hence, no, I don't want to have resolutions because I've seen what other people are doing with resolutions.
Specifically New Year's resolutions?
New Year's resolutions.
But also, kunama resolutions, and I think time and again we find resolutions where you, Nemedi, or someone, you know, you just had an argument. And then after saying it's like, okay, my sense in John moving forward. That in itself is a resolution to say, I know but now moving forward will change since 1, 2, and 3. So that is also a form of a resolution. And I get the New Year one, it's also a fresh start. But then I suppose maybe about to have this notion that because I've never fulfilled your resolution, it basically kills the confidence with ngayenza. So maybe if we do have discussion and before we go on the break, I want to ask about my promises. Because you've maybe heard because you don't fulfill your promises. That's people telling you. But maybe there's also a portion or a time in your life where now you're born thing is tembisa zona. I told myself with magne nyugu as in magne nyugu or when I get a job I'll start saving. Or and then you look back zonke lezinto ama conditions ayenzakele but then in terms of following through a promise, so you end up losing confidence in yourself to even try and create a resolution.
Resolutions and solutions, guys. Please do not forget to go on our Facebook page and like the page, guys, and go to our YouTube and subscribe. And if you want to leave a comment, do not forget 0615247758 is the number to do that. Right now, I'm about to go on an ad break, and then in Zonshiango RNK Mr. OK Ati Ifungeni.
You're listening to Share Radio, the best online visual radio station in town. Tune in now and enjoy the best music from around the block. This is Share Radio.
don't see it off. Ifungen, Songo be a night more. Ifungen, Songo be a night more. On, don't see it off. On, don't see it off.
Yes, Bafetu, this is your boy Andy Maimane. Catch me every Thursday 2 p.m. Konala with the Broskies of Sotra, brought to you by Ishe Radio. We are fixing the country. Ungatha sikjelanga athi yekadaso.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. That was RNK, Mr. OK. Ati fungeni jabaravomba jimbo ifangangandare. Do you understand that?
I understand. Abongibheke kanjalo.
Resolutions
Ukuthi ufuna ukunderstand isivenda this year mngani wami. Uyayibona la idea. Yeah, guys, this is the Broskies of Sotra, guys. You are joining me, Moeketsi Maimane, ngihamba no Mr. Lyric Banele, no Andile.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, bafethu. This is the Broskies of Sotra, and it is a new year, guys. Siyanamukela in this new year. We are hoping you guys have taken good care of yourselves, and we are hoping ukuthi this year you've got resolutions to yourself to become a better person, spread kindness, and become the person that you want, guys. Do not be be filled with negative thoughts. Gucci, some things they do take time. So be lenient and be patient with yourself, guys. If you just joined the conversation, guys, please do not forget to go on our YouTube channel and subscribe, and go to our Facebook page and like the page. And if you want to leave your comment, 06152477 is the number. Before the break, we were still discussing, resolutions. So, you were speaking about, Uguti, sometimes these things, abanye abantu, they can have negative things. Hence, I want to come to this thing, Uguti. Is it not something that you have to see, or you just decide when I want to have a resolution? Because I'm saying this, because abanye abantu, they can be influenced.
Yeah.
I've seen my dad, having resolutions. I've seen my dad at, this year, I'm going to put the bells. I'm going to buy myself a bells. Next year, I'm going to buy myself a blue label.
Yes.
Yeah, boy.
Yes, sir.
The next year, siyakhuphuka kanjalo until I figure go bottle village. And then now I fulfilled my dreams.
Just like most dreams, no resolutions, it's a stepped approach. Yabo. I would say uzovuka kusasa so lose weight.
Yeah.
In fact, even more so, like moqala gym gain even worse.
Yeah.
But I do think that, imagine you've got a parent, an uncle, or some form of a guardian. We are born a city plan. It's okay. So okay, for the next 3 months, I'm gonna save for a bond. And then we are born a shooting fit in yoga because you want to towards this project. And as some after 3 months, bond new fit. Kanjalo, you also get to understand as in my dreams, you work them. Maybe sometimes we'll shoot them fit on KFC. I see Tang, it's his chonche, but then you understand besides local, they are still building towards that. So we didn't have Leo figures or father figures or parents where they plan with us openly to say, this is what we are doing and this is the price that we have to pay for it. So I do think that if we are exposed to that, or even try and expose the young ones to that, maybe they'll become better at planning and executing.
Yeah, asingahlalini bese umuntu athi hayi mina lisiye bengiplane ukwenza so but then izinto zakhona zenzakalanga. So wena wenzeni in order ukubonisa ukuthi okay like leyo nto leyo bengifuna. You can't ukuthi ube nama dreams at the same time nama ne new year resolution bese uyahlala.
But you know what I think
akwenzakali.
You know what I think is probably the main reason why some of us, we do not fulfill our resolutions.
Yeah.
I think it's because of weak reasons.
Yes,
So
yes.
we don't have strong reasons why we're doing something. Because if we go and born someone who's convicted, to like this nothing can stand in that person's way. But most of the reason I understand I must lose weight. So I'm gonna lose weight, but then it doesn't happen.
You lose weight for women, then they reject you. My man. Because you are good, there's no point of doing this. And then it comes to a question that I want to ask you guys, Uguti. When you guys were growing up, did you grow up in an environment whereby you see people having resolutions, Uguti, as in when New Year Magafiga, this is what you're going to do?
Hey, it's a tough one. It's a tough one for me, but I can't remember back then ukuthi bekunama resolutions, more especially centered around New Year's. But of recent, people have been shying away from setting resolutions. So, I mean, in my mind, I'm just thinking for the past 10 years, I don't remember someone saying, you know what, this is my resolution and hold me accountable to it. Because people are afraid to openly say it.
Because I'm saying this because Nami New Year resolutions, it's not something that I just come across on internet. I've also seen it with my brother because now he became more better and better. But because I've seen he planned something because he had this little notebook. Okay, I want to buy this, and he strictly stays with that thing until I told. The more it happened, I saw it is working for him. So now I'm getting influenced to go to okay, if I can give myself some time, to set some certain goals, I will actually get to where I want.
This reminds me of a book I once read, Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. Some of the principles as fundisayo lapho, they talk about being obsessed about something, and always making sure to this thing ihleli la kuwe. Now there's different ways in which you can do this. For some people, and then when they always read it, it's as if you are constantly reminding yourself.
Yes.
Now I think the problem with the New Year's resolutions, in fact, there's no problem about the resolution itself. I think it's the follow through. Now that you've set it, what's the plan? Talk to me about a plan on how to achieve your goal. And if you've got a weak reason and you don't even have a plan, but yenza X, Y, and Z, I'm not gonna believe that. Come up with a plan. But another thing that would make it like with your bro Magatata, that book, in terms of always reciting or always, reminding yourself. I'm a living testimony where I saw this thing by chance, where there's certain things I've always wanted. And because it's something that was like deep, it was a deep passion, although I sang ipale pants, but then I remember, now that I'm looking back, I'm like, man, right? And then, I'm conscious about that thing to say, you know what, I need a car, right? And not just any car, I need a car that will be able to accommodate a Banta by 9 or so, like sort of like your H1 or something. And mind you, it's something, because mang bigger lays that I've accomplished, I didn't have a plan back then. So I'm detaching myself from having a plan, but it's basically, I'm putting it in my subconscious, and so, which I know in future, kuna lapho where plans will start to, or circumstances will come together where I can now officially start to create a plan for that thing. Or okay, now start creating a plan, So, but this is philosophy, and into right? But I would say, in a nutshell, number one, you need to have that thing. Number two, you need to come up with the plan of execution.
Come up with a plan of execution, Bafetu. Manje sekuyisikhathi siyayivala, guys. It's a new year, 4 Jan 2024, Bafetu. Last question. What are your new year resolutions, guys? Come on, talk to me, Bafetu. And still lapho. What are we resoluting? Kwenzakalani this year mfethu sicocela ngithi siya understand ukuthi wena uthanda ukutshela abantu but this is a platform my man yabo sifunika
ngitshele ngibengithe angithandi ukutshela abantu
ngizoyenzani ngeresolution yakho
angeke wenze next
yeah
angeke wenze next
manje awusitsheli
ngizokutshela khiyangizila manje
ngitshela
sebenza
isikhathi sikishile ngitshela iresolution yakho
mfethu as much as ngingachaza kuwena abantu ukuthi mina into eyi1 ngizitshele yona lisiye ukuthi like ngifuna ukuyekela ukuzicambela amanga ayikhenye mangayeka lokho into yami angeke ngiyofuna ukuphahla ngiphahlela bogogo ngithi bayibale tuzali bavala into zami mangayeka nje ukuzicambela amanga yonke into ezoba
wena Khotmani.
Hey, one thing I didn't do enough of is to kokota. Right. I believe that my opportunities are buyer, and I've always said it's my fault. So I know Guti everywhere in kokota they've never said no. So it's like manganayo into it's because of me. So this year I need to knock on more doors. And whilst knocking, I need to knock harder, basically, like Ngenzum Sindo. So, yeah, I've always been this guy who wants to make sure that you man be perfect, right? So, I think last year I did a good job in saying it doesn't have to be perfect. Let's just do it, and then things will improve along the way. Lapo, I'm happy, and I think I want to continue to grow that muscle. But over and above that, I need to knock more.
That's nice.
For more opportunities here.
That's nice. Me, in closing, Bafetu, this year I just want to be famous, Bafetu. I share online, I ain't seeing be famous, be no more because now I just want to have a story to tell from people who go, fame young queen out here, but it
matters how. How? For example, you could go at KFC like she was famous.
Yeah.
Right? So it matters how. How do you want to be famous?
Like being fake. Like in trend. I want to trend for the good reasons and the bad reasons. Ngakhulula na la station, and then obviously that thing is going to get me more views. People are going to follow me, and then I'm famous. Okay. I'm famous because I'm not shy. Nyayenza into mangithi nyayenza.
I know platform yakho.
Resolutions bafethu. Uyangithola. Siyabangela bafethu. This was the Broskies of Sotra bafethu, and thank you for joining us guys. Happy New Year to you where you are guys, and we are hoping to see you in the more coming shows that we are going to be hosting guys. Do not forget Kasi Lifestyle Sasa. Please guys, take care of yourselves. You know,
yes sir.
Be safe guys, be safe. Maanzo iba nama resolutions they help. Awuzwa manje upreach yacho madoda kunzima la emhlabeni.
Angikutshelanga resolution yami. Angikutshelanga.
Utheni konje?
Okay, ngizoba nawo. No ngizoba nawo. Angithi ngibe nawo. Ngizoba nawo. Kusho bonga ngimamelanga.
Ufuna ukuba umuntu ongcono.
He
wants to stop lying to himself.
This was the Broskies of Sotra bafethu. Please catch us next week. Do not forget to go on our Facebook page and like the page. Go to YouTube and subscribe to the channel, and go to TikTok, and do not forget to follow us. From me and my crew, peace out. I'm leaving you on the MC. Hamba namchege bati ipiano.